How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thank you for agreeing to meeting with me. I know there's other things that you could be doing right now, but just the degree of seriousness about this subject, I thought it would be great to like kind of get your perspective and firsthand off of this. But first, before I dive into it, I just want to know like how's your day been going today?
It was pretty smooth. Not a whole lot going on. I had one class and then some internship to do for school, but other than that, it's pretty cool, pretty calm.
Okay, cool. So you're kind of like familiar with the interview kind of process, how it goes back and forth. Today, I want to talk about a CI interview where basically you'll be talking 80% of the time, I'll be talking 20% of the time,
Okay.
and I just want you to like clear your mind, take as much time as you need. Don't try to determine if certain information is going to be important or not. Just go ahead and let me know everything, and then we'll take it from there. So just take your time, and when you're ready, go ahead and just let's dive into it.
Okay. So from what I remember about the Florida Parkland shooting, it's just some snippets of video clips that I saw from students that were taking videos during the incident. I guess it was some kid that had some hatred or some anger towards the school that he was at, and he just decided to come up and shoot it up or whatever because he had been expelled. I'm assuming that's what it was for. It's what the news is kind of getting at. But other than that, it seemed like just an ordinary, normal high school day for them. It was right at the end of school. They said about 15 minutes left or so till school got out, and then all of a sudden the fire alarm starts going off, and then they start hearing crackles like firecrackers. But then they heard a bunch of screaming, and then heard someone say "shooter," and so they're like, "Oh my God, there's a shooter at the school." And then, but the shots just kept going off. So there's a lot of gunshots, and then one kid even videotaped that there were bullet holes in the classroom. Unfortunately, some of those bullet holes actually led to hitting some of the students in that classroom because first responders were there, and they carried a girl out. And then as they were carrying a girl out, an officer or two, they're like, "Hey, follow us, let's go." And then the person with the camera just kind of boop, quick look back at a person that was on the ground covered in blood. And I don't know if the person was dead or not. I hope that they weren't, but it doesn't look good. But then as they were running out, the person with their phone just kept weaving their phone back and forth. And as they were doing that, you're seeing bodies all over the ground, down the hallways and backpacks. And then there was just a quick sprint right from that classroom outside to their loved ones, and that was about it. That's all I really got to see. But you did get to hear the gunshots, a bunch of women screaming, and then there was blood and bodies everywhere.
Okay. How do you think the person who was recording the video? How do you think they would be able to go through this? Being able to be interviewed like this. Do you think this would be an effective way if they're being able to interview and stuff? Being interviewed in this type of way, how do you think that they would feel about this?
I feel that they would. I'd probably be a little shaken maybe if they got the time to relax and go through it, but it would be good for them because they had the idea that I'm going to record this and I got it on my phone, so like they could replay their video. It'd be kind of traumatizing for some people, I'm sure, but for the person that recorded it, I don't feel like they could it would bother them too much. Or they recorded it, they go back and be like, hey, what were you feeling here? What did you see here? Kind of what you're doing here with me, but they have the actual video right in front of them. Like, hey, what happened next? What do you remember seeing that your camera didn't show? So I feel like that would be a big beneficial help for sure. This is a good way if they weren't too shaken after the fact.
Okay. Real quick, we're gonna try one more method. I want you to just think about the person who was taking the video from their perspective when they seen the bullet holes. What do you think that they remember from this incident?
It was probably just like oh my God, is this really going on? And it's like, yeah, it is. There's bullet holes in the classroom and gunshots. I'm gonna record this and then zoom in on it and try to make so people can see. And then all of a sudden someone's shot on the ground and there's some other people shot next to me and they're being carried out by police officers. It's probably just like, oh my God, I'm glad I got this on camera or whatever, so maybe it could help with whatever happened, maybe help put that guy away or convict him or something. So yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. I know for a fact that you'll remember some of this stuff. That's kind of how this interview process goes. Later on, it could be 5, it could be 10 minutes, it could be the next day. You're going to start remembering some stuff, so I'm going to leave my card, leave my number down when you remember some stuff, just go ahead. Don't hesitate to call. Any information, little or big, can help dramatically. I really appreciate you taking the time out and meeting with me today. And just hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
No problem.